From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, my! He's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. I didn't mean to cut you off, but while you were talking.
It's okay.
Welcome in. It's January the 29th. We are live. It's Wednesday, Wing It Wednesday.
You know that dunk by Kobe in our little clip? It's an awesome dunk, but I think that was charging. I mean, the guy looked like he had position to me.
I'm going to have to watch it again now. I'm not paying attention. I'm watching the dunk.
The dunk is awesome, and I'm sure they counted it because it was Kobe. But I mean, and it's some little dude. It looks like Steve Nash or somebody runs over there and tries to take a charge.
All right, I'm gonna play it again. Hang on.
From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Oh, that's Steve Nash, and that probably is a charge. That probably is.
I don't know. It's close. He was kind of moving, but he was outside the restricted circle and everything. Gets dunked over.
Yeah, Nash was probably the MVP that year too. That was long hair Nash. I mean, he was a baller back then.
He was fun to watch.
You know, I can remember him playing in college. I remember him playing in the tournament. Santa Clara or somebody like that. They made the tournament.
Who do you think the most underrated point guard all time is? They don't ever talk about him.
Well, they never bring up Isaiah for some reason.
No, I think it's because Isaiah, I guess he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Apparently, he's kind of a jerk. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that sense too, but
he's probably a conservative.
They don't bring him up. Like, I don't know. He might be. They don't bring him up though. I don't know.
I was thinking
he was really good.
I was thinking of KJ. I was thinking of Kevin Johnson. They don't ever bring up Kevin Johnson.
I thought that when you first said that, but I thought Isaiah. I mean, I know he's on the Hall of Fame, probably, right? I mean, surely. But yeah, nobody brings him up when they start talking about all-time teams or
not really.
But he was good. He was really good.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess him and Jordan kind of had a spat with each other or whatever. And Isaiah claims that Jordan's the reason he didn't make the USA Dream Team.
Yeah, I think he admitted that in the thing, didn't he?
Oh, in The Last Dance? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he said something like, he didn't say he blackballed him or whatever he called it, but he didn't want him on the team. I mean, he made it known he didn't want him on the team. So, I don't know. Take that for what you will.
Of all the guys off the Pistons that I hated, Isaiah wasn't one of them. Bill Laimbeer, I hated that guy. Mahorn, I hated Mahorn. I wasn't a fan of Rodman's till it came to the Bulls.
I didn't like none of them. I didn't like a single one of them.
My favorite Detroit Piston of all time was Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Man, that guy, he had a mid-range jumper that could not be stopped, dude. I love that.
You know who they had right before they won the title that I used to really hate? Adrian Dantley.
Well, I didn't like Adrian Dantley, no.
I couldn't stand that guy. I think he played for the Mavs before that too, and I couldn't stand him there either.
He kind of fit that bad boy thing, that whole,
He did, but they got rid of. I think they got rid of him, and they got Mark Aguirre.
Yeah, they got Mark Aguirre,
James
Edwards,
John Sally,
Laimbeer, John Sally,
Rodman.
They had Rodman. Didn't they have Mahorn at one point? I want to say they had Mahorn at one point.
They did.
Yeah.
For a while. Yeah.
Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Joe Dumars.
Yeah.
and Isaiah Thomas. That was a good team, man. That was a really good team.
Well, they won 2 titles, so
Yeah.
they're doing something right. Not much going on today, man. And the Hogs don't play till Saturday, so it's been like forever before they play again. And even when they do play again, they got to play Kentucky, and I'm not looking real forward to that. So,
Did you watch the Kentucky-Tennessee game last night?
I didn't get to see any of it, but I flipped up my app on, and Kentucky was up 3 with 7 seconds left, and I just threw my phone down. And was
Yeah, Tennessee with about 4 or 5 minutes left in the ball game. Tennessee was down 7, and then they come down and they cut it within 1 point. At one point, they were within 1, and then Kentucky stretched it back out. Tennessee could not hit a shot. They had one possession where they got 4 chances, and finally on the 4th shot, they got it to go in. It was like, dadgum, dude. They look like Razorbacks out there shooting.
Well, yeah. Big return for Cal to Kentucky and all that.
Well, they shot. Hold on. Let me pull it up because I saw this stat and I was like, holy crap.
Who, Kentucky?
No, Tennessee.
What they're shooting?
They're 3 points. They're 3-point shooting. They shot like 40 something 3-pointers and made like 11.
40.
40 3-pointers.
Holy moly.
Full box score here. Give me the full box score, you sucker.
How many Kentucky hit? Let me go look this up.
They went 11 of 45 from the 3-point line.
Tennessee did?
Yeah, Kentucky went 12 of 24. So they shot 24 threes, but they went 50% from the 3-point line. Tennessee went 11 of 45.
That's crazy, man.
And there were a couple times like that possession I was telling you where they had 4 opportunities. Like they got a couple of rebounds. They could have went straight back up and shot 2, and they kicked it out to shoot a 3. Ziegler got by his man and could have laid it up, turned around, kicked it out for a 3-pointer. It's like, guys, come on. A 2's good here too. You play 2, play defense, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess that's the name of the game nowadays. Kick it out, shoot a 3.
Yeah, the box score is kind of ugly.
It was an ugly ball game. It really was.
Yeah, Kentucky wins 78-73.
On the road at Tennessee after losing 2 in a row. That's a pretty big win for Kentucky.
That was a big win for them for sure. And look at that crap. They wow. They were down 3 at the half and then outscored them by 8 in the second half.
And I honestly feel it's because Tennessee would not stop shooting the 3 ball. Like if Tennessee would have went to the rim, I feel like they could have stayed. They could have kept the lead and stayed in.
A&M beat Oklahoma.
A&M's beating everybody, man. They look good.
And then South Carolina lost again, man. 0-8, lost to Georgia.
Thank God somebody's losing more than us. I feel bad for South Carolina, but at least we're not in the basement. We've got that 1 win.
Oh man, but dang it. Now we gotta play freaking Kentucky, man. I was so excited for this game at the beginning of the season, early in the season.
I was so excited about this year.
Me too. Me too.
And now he's going to have to go on like a 4-game win streak to get me even interested again. Which is going to be tough because one of those is Kentucky and one of them's Alabama in the next 4 ball games.
I'm still going to watch for him, still root for him, but
I'm going to watch. I'm going to root, but right now I'm kind of like today I was looking at the recruits we're getting next year. We're getting this Malik Thomas and Acuff Jr. and I'm like, There ought to be some sort of waiver. We can bring them in early.
No.
Some sort
I
of
know.
our team sucks waiver. That's
Well, our front. I mean, we could talk about that for a second too. The guys that might come back too, like who's coming back, who's not coming
how
back.
the hell do you know nowadays?
I don't know. With this nil thing, you think that the odds of them coming back are higher, wouldn't you think?
Unless somebody out there, let's say your freshman goes out there and just puts up a killer year, and you think you got him locked down because you're paying him good money. I mean,
Well,
there's a university out there paying $7 million to some idiot.
well, you figure. I mean, Nelly and Adu are gone. They're seniors. They're gone.
Well,
Then so you got in the front court, you got Big Z
mm-hmm.
and Thero and Thero
You
and Brazil. Brazil's
Oh.
got another year too.
think Brazil? I think Brazil might come back. Actually,
You think any of those three come back? I think Adu Thero goes pro.
dude, I think it would just be awesome if Thero would come back. If Thero come back, that would be cool.
And then the guards, you got Wagner. He could come back another year. Then you got Carter Knox and Billy Richmond. Both those guys should come back.
Yeah, Carter Knox. I've been pretty impressed with him. I mean, he's a hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hustler. He's a garbage guy. He can hit the three every once in a while. Billy.
He just needs to slow down just
Oh
a
my
little
gosh,
bit.
he just so.
He's got 100 mile an hour. All he got. He needs to be about 95.
He's so Scottie Pippen, man. He is so Scottie Pippen. Like every time he touches the ball, I am scared to death that he's going to turn the ball over.
I don't know. It's one of those players where you're like, no. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's also one of those that'll give you like 2 excellent plays in a row and then turn the ball over 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, you're freshman. We'll see. We'll see if those guys come back. I don't know, man. None of them might come back. They may go. They may transfer somewhere else. Who knows? I mean, I don't know.
With Adu leaving and everything, Cal needs to go find him a big man somewhere.
We're definitely gonna need a big man. We missed out on 2 freshmen in the recruiting that we were finalists for. We lost both of them.
Freshman's tough inside. I'd rather go get an upperclassman for my big man.
Well, I think that's why he didn't overpay. I think he was like the price went up, and then the other school was like, "Yeah, we'll go up a little more." And I think Cal's like, "I ain't going up no more. You either want to play here or you don't. I'll find somebody in the portal."
I like that attitude. I hope that next year he fills out the bench instead of trying to do it with 10 dudes. Like let's get 12 or 13 dudes on the bench, because even let's say we're having a better year than what we're having right now, and say we're sitting like 500 in the conference, and we're looking like we're going to be a tournament team. Man, you start into the SEC tournament and the NCAA tournament, the deeper your bench is, the better you are.
Well, I mean, you got injuries and sicknesses, and
it's not just that. It's
all that. I mean, it's fine to get all that great talent there and let the cream rise to the top.
And then it's wear and tear, man. I mean, wear and tear through tournaments. You play a lot closer together. You got to play more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
If you actually want to make a run, I feel like you got to be deeper than 9 guys.
I do too, but Cal is. He trying something new.
Yeah, well,
his counter to that was always, well, at UMass only had 6, and you know what? They were happy.
You know what? You didn't win a title at UMass.
I think he did, didn't he? With Camby.
I don't think they won a title,
no. This was before Camby anyway. So,
yeah.
He did
go. No, they went pretty deep. I don't think UMass won it all, though.
Let me see.
You can look it up if you want.
feel like Canby got one, but maybe not. Basketball. Gave me a bunch of different stuff. They finished the 95-96 team.
Yeah, that was the year UCLA won it.
They went 35-2.
Wow.
31-1.
Wow.
35-2. Sorry. They were number 1 seed in the tournament. They advanced to the Final Four, losing to Kentucky.
Yeah, I didn't think.
The 96 tournament, Marcus Camby's. Oh, that sucks. So they took their Final Four trophy away from them, though, because Marcus Camby accepted improper gifts from an agent.
Well, they need to give it back because nowadays that stuff don't matter no more.
True.
They gave Reggie his
Heisman
back. They need to give Camby his trophy back.
Mm-hmm.
The Tigers are winning tonight. Bobby, I'm going to assume you're talking about the LSU Tigers.
Yeah.
Because there's also Auburn Tigers and Memphis Tigers. And you got to be a little more specific than just the Tigers are winning.
Yeah, he's an LSU fan. He can't help it.
Oh.
You're supposed to know that. You didn't know that?
He probably well, he should have said Mike the Tiger is winning tonight, not the Tigers.
Hang on a minute here. I have a slide for that. Just a second.
All right. What you got?
Games
tonight?
Yeah, the games tonight. Here it is. Hold up.
Pretty much. Are we the only ones that got the whole week off?
I think so. Yeah. Here's your games for tonight. Auburn. You ain't winning tonight.
Hey,
Bobby, come on.
Bobby, you're right. The Tigers are winning tonight.
I see what he meant now. Okay. I'm on to you now.
Yeah, I got you, Bobby. I see what you're telling me.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, smell what you're cooking. I got you.
The old Tigers. Yeah, Auburn, LSU, Alabama, Mississippi State. That should be pretty good.
All right,
Texas, Ole Miss might be good too.
I'm going to take Auburn, Alabama, and Ole Miss. No, I'm not. I'm going to take Auburn, Mississippi State, and Ole Miss.
You think Mississippi State is going to beat Alabama?
I think they got a good shot at it playing at home. If you're going to take them, take them when they're at home. So, yeah, I think Mississippi State got a shot. Number 14 in the country, man. That's not that far away from number 4. It's only 10 spots.
They're favored by a point and a half.
Mississippi State or Alabama?
Mississippi State.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're gonna take somebody against a high seeded team, you got to take them when they're at home. Mississippi State's at home, baby.
True that. Texas really come on. I think they started 0-4, so that they must have won 3 in a row. So,
well, good for them. They need them. We probably should hire their coach.
I got some other stuff I saw on the internet we can look at.
All right, what'd you see?
I saw this. Top 10 returning players in 2025. This is the On3 put this out.
Okay.
Jeremiah Smith, that dude's he's really good. Caleb Downs, he's really good. I don't know about DJ Lagway. He got to prove it, don't he?
What about
Arch
What,
Manning.
what about our boy? What about Taylor Green? He's coming back. That could be pretty significant.
It could be. But I guess he ain't top 10 material.
Well, here's a chance for Taylor to come out and prove them all wrong. Right here.
I agree. And so they also put out their top 10 college coaches. Here's your top 10. We were talking about this the other day, like who they think the best coach is. Here's On3's list. Ryan Day just won the national championship, didn't he?
Ryan Day did just win the national championship, and I think he's way too high on this list.
Shouldn't he be number one? He's the champ.
I guess he's technically. I guess you're going by. I don't know how old DeBoer or Kalen DeBoer or whatever for Alabama made this list. They didn't even make the college football playoff. You got Josh Heupel all the way down there at 10.
Brian Kelly, come on,
Brian Kelly. Jeez Wheeze, man. Why don't we put Sam Pittman on here if we're just throwing names on here? Give me a break.
This ain't the hot seat list. Hold up.
Jeez Wheeze, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Kirby at the top though.
So if you could replace Sam Pittman with one of these guys, who are you going with?
Yeah, I'd take any of these guys. You kidding me? Over Sam Pittman? Yeah, I'd take any of these guys.
Yeah, I know, but pick one. Who are you going with? You gonna take
my number one pick?
You gonna take Kirby up there at the top? I think I might be interested in James Franklin, man. I really like the way that Penn State played this year. They had that one bad game and then turned it around.
I might go with Sarkisian, to be honest with you.
Sarkisian, that probably wouldn't be too bad either, man.
I might go with him.
Do any of these guys other than Kirby Smart and maybe Dabo, do any of these guys really have that Nick Saban aura about them where, oh man, Kirby is, or Nick's coaching at Alabama, so I'm going to go to Alabama. We could have Brian Kelly. We got a Brian Kelly. His name's Sam Pittman.
All he wants is a pack of Oreos in return.
Too expensive, man.
That's good stuff.
Pittman's one of those coaches. Brian Kelly's probably this way too. Pittman's one of those coaches, like, I would love to go to the bar and have a beer with Pittman. But I don't really want him coaching my football team.
Yeah. I feel you. I
feel like I would get along with him really well. Like him and I would hit it off, get along. But
I would really like him as my offensive line coach.
I'd be okay.
But
the problem is
head coach, I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is that once you make them a head coach, you can't ever get them to like step back in a position. You can't say, oh, you're going from head coach to offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? Or to line coach or special teams coach or wherever you want to put him at.
Well, unless you're Nick Saban, that's what he used to do. But
I mean,
nobody else can do that.
I think it'd be awesome.
Interesting. What else we got? We got the Pro Bowl starters were announced. So here's your AFC, NFC Pro Bowl starting quarterbacks.
But they're playing touch football, aren't they, or flag football?
Are they?
I don't feel like they're playing a real game.
I don't know. Let's look it up. NFL.
Of course, Pro Bowl is kind of like the NBA All-Star game. It's like nobody really gives, their all in the Pro Bowl game.
Here's the rules and format. Let's see here. So, yeah, it's flag football.
Yeah.
Skills challenges. And then skills showdown, that's on Thursday. And then Thursday, that's tomorrow. Skills showdown is tomorrow night.
How in the hell is Joe Burrow and Russell Wilson and Drake May like? What about Jared Allen? Was it because he was still in the playoffs, so he didn't make the Pro Bowl?
Jared Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. Sorry,
Josh Allen.
Jared Allen was a defensive guy.
Probably. I don't know. He just didn't. I don't know. Probably because Drake I saw was a alternate. So
Sam Darnold, who had probably the best comeback year any QB's ever had, is the backup for the NFC. He's the alternate.
no, Drake Mays was an alternate.
No, for the NFC.
Oh, they don't have any alternates that I know of.
Oh, okay. So why does the AFC have an alternate and the NFC doesn't?
I don't know. I guess probably because Josh Allen didn't want to play.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe somebody else decided they didn't want to play.
I don't know. This is a
I don't know.
Burrow makes sense. Allen decided to skip. I don't guess I blame
Maybe
him,
it's
man.
person. I don't know.
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Jaden Daniels decided to skip the Pro Bowl games.
Oh, there you go. Did you see this? All these videos about these Eagles fans harassing Commanders fans as they were leaving?
Dude, it doesn't surprise me.
Dude, they were like taking their hats and pushing them and laughing at them. And it'd be hostile, bro. I mean,
it was just like the playoff game before that where the guy got jumped in the Eagles parking lot and ended up like having to be taken to the hospital and stuff because they beat the crap out of him.
Isn't that crazy that you can't even go to a game anymore? That's ridiculous. Anyway, what else did we see on the internet?
But it's Philadelphia. I mean, they're kind of known as brotherly love, man.
No, everybody's
City of brotherly love.
I saw a thing. I don't know if I should say this.
Go for it.
But it had who was MAGA and who was a dim on each team, so you'll know which team to root for. I was like, oh my gosh, bro.
Oh my gosh. If you root for sports because of your political affiliation, then you shouldn't even be watching the NFL.
This is true. This is very true, very true, very true. But just for based off of what this thing said, I don't know if this is true or not, but Mahomes is a MAGA.
Really?
Harrison Butker, the kicker, he's a MAGA.
Oh, really?
And then for the Eagles, Hurts was a dim.
Uh-huh.
In parentheses, and this don't matter to me, all women's team, like his team that takes care of everything, does everything for him, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's women only.
Okay.
Isn't allowed. He's women only workforce.
Okay.
And the other dim was
isn't that sexist?
The owner or something. Oh, it's not when it's for women. That's equality. You watch your mouth.
I think somebody needs to look up the word equality.
It's equal, buddy. Can't you see? Oh my God.
It's not. I've never understood people who can't see like perspective. You know, like if it's not good for the goose, then it's not good for the gander. Like if I can't have an all male something or another, you know, business, okay, then you shouldn't be able to have an all female business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
have diversity now. If you have so many employees, you got to have.
Oh no, they're getting rid of all that.
Oh, are they? Okay, good.
Yeah, they're getting rid of all that. DEI is out the window.
Good. It needs to be based on your qualifications. I don't care what color you are or what race you are. I don't care none of that. If
that's my
for the job, then you should get the job. Period.
That's my that's my opinion on just about everything, especially like one of the airlines was making a DEI effort to hire, nothing but African American pilots. And my answer to that is I don't care what color the pilot is. I want the best damn pilot you got. I don't care if it's a Chinese lesbian with red hair. I don't give a crap. Just as long as they can fly the plane the best as possible.
I agree. That's funny. Anyway, didn't mean to get off on that, but anyway, what else we saw on the internet? Oh, guess who's going into the Hall of Fame? Triple H. I thought he was already in the Hall of Fame, to be honest with you.
I don't know how he's not.
I guess because he's like the owner or something now.
No, he's CEO.
It's kind of hard to induct yourself, probably. You know what I mean?
I think that would probably be the easiest time to do it. That's when Jerry Jones would do it.
No,
Jerry Jones would give an award to himself. I could totally see that.
Maybe he's not that egotistical.
Oh, the game. The guy who calls himself the King of Kings.
I'm sure he's a humble guy. I'm sure he's a humble guy.
Okay, whatever.
That's just a character he plays. You don't know the real Triple. You don't know the real Hunter. Okay, just take it easy. Take it easy.
All right, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was cool that he was getting in the Hall of Fame. I thought he was already in there, to be honest with you. I mean, shoot. I mean, these other guys that have made the Hall of Fame are, he's old enough to be in there.
I don't know what the qualifications are. Like for the NFL and the NBA, you've got to be so many years retired and so,
Mm-hmm.
And I heard the other day, I don't remember which one it was. It might be all of them, but like you can only be on the ballot 3 times. And then if you don't get in on your 3rd time, it's pretty much over for you. You'll never get into the Hall of Fame if you can't get in.
Let me see.
But Triple H has got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, man. That's
Paul Levesque. What's his name?
Yes, I know. It's terrible.
I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to find info on that. Oh, here's your inductees, though.
Okay.
9 inductees.
All right.
Psycho Sid.
Okay.
Psycho Sid's going in. Sid Udy, a.k.a. Psycho Sid, passed away at the age of 63.
Some people, he also wrestled under Sid Vicious.
Mm-hmm. Where's the next one? Cancel.
That keeps popping up ads on you.
Yeah, I can't get to the next page. This just sucks. Exit page. Get out of there. Oh, can't even look something up.
Cookies, man. Cookies everywhere.
Good grief. Now I want to know who they are. Hang on.
I did you. You got me all interested. I only know Hunter and Sid are going in. So his name is Paul something or another.
Yeah.
He changed it to Hunter Hurst Helmsley. And I've heard you say, oh, he's just playing a character or whatever. But I've heard Stephanie call him Hunter before. People call him Hunter. His name's not even Hunter. His name is Paul.
Oh, no, never mind. I thought there was a list there. What in the heck? I can't find a list of the other people. This is ridiculous.
I'm going to have to do a quick Google search to get all of them.
Full list. I'm not clicking on that other link because that thing is WWE. Oh my goodness! All these people are in the WWE Hall of Fame. Holy schmackerel, dude! How is Triple H not in here already? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna click on this one again and see if it shows me and doesn't. Next page. It did it to me again, bro. Demolition.
Demolition, good tag team. Axe and Smash from Demolition.
William Regal.
Really? All right.
Cyndi Lauper.
What?
Cyndi Lauper, from WrestleMania.
One WrestleMania that she was in with Captain Lou Albauer. And she
The Hardys.
Hey,
dude, you should go look up who's in the Hall of Fame already. It's like every freaking wrestler that ever wrestled. It's ridiculous.
Is Trump in the Hall of Fame? I know
probably.
He shaved Vince's head one time on WWE.
Victoria.
I flipped over and watched Monday Night Raw the other night. Well, actually, I didn't watch the whole thing. I haven't watched since it's been on Netflix. But right before it went to Netflix, I watched an episode. The whole episode was nothing but women wrestling. It was like every match I saw was a women's match.
Batista. Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt's going into the Hall of Fame.
He passed away in August 2023.
I didn't know he had passed away.
There you go. That's probably why.
Wow.
God, get me off of this page. This thing is full of ads and crap. Get me off of here. Hold on, macro. Anyway, there's your inductees.
Did you ever watch the Von Erich story?
The movie?
Yeah.
I did not know.
Man, you ever want to just sit around and cry for 2 hours? Watch that movie. Holy crap, dude.
I know there's a lot of bad stuff that happened to him, but
that whole family was a train wreck. I mean, before wrestling, before anything, man. The guy that they got to play Ric Flair in the movie does a great Ric Flair. Like he does a spot on Ric Flair, man.
Yeah. Where can I watch it? I might watch it.
I think we might have watched it on Amazon. I'm not sure where we watched it at. But yeah, okay. It's a pretty good one, man. Bray Wyatt died of a heart attack due to COVID-19, apparently, in 2023.
So
there you go.
Sucks. Okay. Well, I don't have nothing else for you, man.
If you were going to put your top 5 wrestlers in the Hall of Fame, who would they be? I know they'd all be old school.
I mean, besides the obviouses?
Like who?
Well, you got to put Hogan in there, right? You got to put Flair in there.
All right.
Probably got to put Sting in there. Are you WWE only?
No,
are you saying all wrestling?
You can put whoever you can put Steve Dr. Death in there if you want. I don't care.
Let's see. Stone Cold. Got to put Stone Cold in there.
Yeah. Then you get to number 5, and number 5 is tough because there are so many guys.
Got to put Taker in there, right?
You got Undertaker. You got The Rock. You got
Mankind.
HBK.
Ooh, HBK.
I mean, you got
Mankind is
Mankind's in there. Kane. You can't leave out Taker.
Andre.
Andre. There was It'd be tough, man. If you told me I only got to pick 5, I'd really have to sit down and.
I think I'm still taking Taker.
Taker's are probably a good one. If you go my 5 favorite wrestlers,
that might be my 5 favorites too.
I don't know if they're my 5 favorites.
No, my favorites are from when I was a kid. And
probably my favorite my favorite wrestler is Hulk Hogan. My favorite actual wrestler, guy who actually had skill in the ring. You're not allowed to talk about him anymore, but it was Chris Benoit. I loved watching that guy wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty fun to watch.
Him and Kurt Angle had a wrestling match together early when Kurt first showed up in the WWE. Him and Benoit went at it. Man, they had some of the best matches because they were both great technical wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it would just be hold after hold, move after move.
Yep. I remember those matches. It was good. When I was a kid, even before Hogan was a thing, right? Mm-hmm. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was my hero. He was because he was in Tulsa, and Tulsa was the only one that we watched. UWE or whatever it was. We didn't even get to see WWE or WWF, whatever it was back then. Yeah. So it was Jim, Hacksaw, and Dr. Death, and the Freebirds, and Rock and Roll Express, and
sure,
Terry Taylor, Jim Ross was there.
See, when I was a kid, we lived in Arkansas, so we got Mid-South wrestling. We got the wrestling out of Memphis. So we got Jimmy the King, Hercules.
Jerry Lawler, right?
Magnum TA, Jerry Lawler. Yeah, they had all those guys.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch that much. I never get to see that one.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the one you were talking about.
Yeah, Hacksaw and Dr. Death, bro.
And we lived closer to Oklahoma than we did Memphis, but we always got the one out of Memphis for some reason.
That's weird. Yeah, we got the one we were right by Arkansas. We were right there. But Tulsa, yeah, Jim Ross, obviously, too, was from our hometown.
Yeah.
So that was even a bigger deal. He's on TV. Oh.
I thought it was crazy that I found that out about you, when we were kids. You said, yeah, Jim Ross is from my hometown. And then when I heard your dad and some other people talk about him, they made fun of him.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, he was a geek back in high school and all this stuff.
Yeah. They didn't much care for him.
And he can call a match. Sometimes I wish Jim Ross would call other sports. I would love to hear Jim Ross call the Super Bowl. I think that would be awesome.
What happened? I don't know what I did. I moved us over a little bit.
I didn't notice.
That's weird.
But my favorite, Chris Benoit, Hulk Hogan. Man, I was a big Macho Man guy. I liked the Macho Man. I thought the Macho Man was awesome. All my guys are older guys, so
Jim Ross actually he married my best friend's aunt.
Okay.
He was married to my best friend's aunt when I was in grade school.
Okay.
And of course, he was never home, right? He was always traveling with the wrestling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it was a big deal when he did come home. I never went over there, but my buddy, he would go over there. They had a big deal every time he came home. And then they actually came to Westville one time for a show, whatever, and had a big match, and it came down. Jim Ross was like the special guest referee or something, and Terry Taylor's getting cheated at the end, and Jim has to help him, and he punches the dude, and Terry gets the win. Yeah, it was a big time. It's a big time. Then after that, we all got to go back to his house. I got to meet the missing link without his makeup on and all that stuff. He was just a regular dude. He was like, "Yo, what's up?" I was like, "Dude, you're the missing link.
You can't talk."
Yeah, you're from parts unknown, bro. What are you talking about? You sound like
this is the best introduction ever. Was the missing link from parts unknown?
Yeah, parts unknown, bro.
Yeah.
So
used to wear the furry boots and the caveman outfit and come out and beat the piss out of everybody. I remember that.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
anything else, man?
We went to Jonesboro one time, and we went to a WWE house show in Jonesboro, and it was a bunch of up and comers. Like nobody on the card was anybody that you'd ever heard of or anything. The best fight of the night was in the front row between two fans. The one fan this was before Goldberg came back to the WWE, and they were chanting Goldberg's name, and then this guy sitting beside him got mad, and they started having words, and they got in a fist fight in the front row, man. It was like the best fight of the night. But at the very end, these two tag teams hit the ring, and they were the showcase. I can't remember who they were or anything like that, but they're having a match, and one of the tag teams had a manager, and the manager got in the ring with a chair. It was, the ref was down, so he's going to take liberties with the chair. And all of a sudden, dude, Shawn Michaels freaking music hits, and HBK hits the ring, freaking super kicks this guy, turns around, super kicks another guy, and then freaking hops out and goes back to the back. And the other tag team won. And everybody in the arena, we're just all sitting there with our mouths open like, that was freaking Shawn Michaels,
Good times, man. Good times.
But my favorite wrestling memory, and I have a lot of them, was we had some little tiny mom and pop production come through Mountain Home, and they set up in the junior high gym. Big and I were big into wrestling at that time. We decided we were going to go watch them.
Yeah.
And Katie Flippo, God rest her soul, because she's passed away now, but Katie Flippo was working the front door taking tickets. And I gave her the money and got my ticket. And I said, are you going to come in and watch? And she's like, I've never really watched wrestling or anything. I said, well, you come sit with us, And so when she got done, she came in and sat down with us. And by the end of the match, she was yelling, kill him! Kill that guy!
Yeah, Katie. It was funny.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we got approached about being pro wrestlers. I think we should have took him up on that deal, maybe. We could have been the next greatest tag team alive.
Sexy Fred. What was that guy's name? Fred. Everybody called him Fred stuff or something like that.
Yeah. Fred Durst.
He was he's kind of built like Fred Durst, except he was smaller. He looked like Hornswoggle. Y'all remember Hornswoggle from WWE?
Sort of, yeah.
Dressed up like a little leprechaun.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Fred looked like. And apparently his dad or uncle or somebody in his family had a wrestling school / production.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted us to come in and learn and then do a couple shows. I was like, I don't think I'm comfortable with that.
We could have been good at it. We might be crippled, but we could have been good at it.
I don't know, man. Something about, like, I know that it's choreographed, all right? But it's like Jim Ross says, let me hit you with that steel chair and see if it don't hurt, There's pain involved. Like you got to be willing to take some bumps and some bruises. And I've never been like that willing to do stuff like that. Like just stand there and let a guy hit me in the face. Now he's pulling his punch, but he's still going to hit you in the face every once in a while. And you got to, not let your temper flare up and beat the piss out of this guy because he just hits you in the face. I don't know if I'd be good at that or not.
Well,
I heard Chris Jericho telling a story about working with Shane. and they were doing like one of the WrestleManias or something. And Shane comes down, he's fired up, he's bouncing around, how Shane McMahon is. And then Shane McMahon like runs over and they go for a lockup and he punches Chris Jericho right in the face. And so Chris like takes a step back and goes back in for a lock in and he punched Chris Jericho in the face again. So, and they're playing the video in the background while Chris is telling this story. And Chris like gets out of the ring and he like kicks the table and he's ticked off, and he's really mad because he's punched him in the face twice. So he climbs back into the ring and he's trying to calm himself down. He goes for a lockup and Shane punches him in the face again. So freaking Jericho tells him, swing me into the corner. He swings in the corner. He says, all right, you got a drop kick coming. And he climbs up and he said, man, I didn't hold back. I did like a Jean Van Claude drop kick on him. Like all the force I had knocked him over, and then I punched him straight in the face. And so Shane's all groggy and everything, and they're locked up. And he says, calm the F down. And he said for the rest of the match, Shane was like, doing like he was supposed to. But he come in so pumped up when he first came in, he just popped him right in the face, made Chris Jericho mad. See, that's what I'd be worried about. I'd hit Big Show in the face and then, wake up in the hospital 2 days later. Like, what happened?
Back in the day, man, they just break your leg or something, put you out.
Because, let's be honest. If we're being honest here, the WWE champ should be the Big Show until somebody can really beat the Big Show. Because pound for pound and everything, I don't see any of these guys actually whooping him in a street fight. If he really got mad, that man gets a hold of you. And you don't realize how big he is until you're standing in the arena and he walks by you and you're like, holy crap, that's a big dude.
Yeah. He is a big dude.
And they say he's smaller than Andre was. Andre was bigger than he was.
That's nuts. That's nuts. Well, I don't know when wrestling even comes on these days, but
it's on Netflix now. So I don't watch it. They don't even have a time period. Like Raw might be 2 hours long, might be 4 hours long. It just depends on how long they want to go. Because it's Netflix, they don't have to get off the air for the next show or whatever. So they're just going to go until they're ready to be done, is what I've heard.
Great. That's wild. Matches will be longer, probably. You won't have those commercial interruptions, so you won't have to do all that. Like, if you're ever watching it in the arena, if you're ever watching a Raw in the arena or something, you can always tell when they go to commercial because the action will slow down. Like, all of a sudden he'll have him in like a headlock for 10 minutes. You're like, what are you doing? Come on, let's wrestle. They're waiting on commercial to come back. Yeah. Anyway. Well, I don't know. What are you doing tonight? Anything?
I might watch a little basketball. Got to take the trash out tonight. Tonight's trash night, by the way. Don't forget that. Got to take the trash to the road.
Take the trash to the road. I got to do that too.
And, dude, I don't know. I've been super sleepy all day. I might either catch me a nap or I might just go to bed early. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I tell myself every night I'm going to go to bed a little bit earlier, and then I end up playing PlayStation or watching something on TV or staring at my phone for 2 hours. You know what? I have noticed on X, if I get on X and say it's like 15 minutes before I got to leave for work, right? I'll get on X and start scrolling. Dude, 15 minutes goes by like that. So fast.
Mm-hmm.
But if I just sit there, wait for 15 minutes to go by, it'll take forever for 15 minutes.
It's true.
It's weird.
It is weird. I'm not sure what we're doing tonight. Probably watch a little basketball. I had to do a bunch of running today. Like Nathan had his car fixed, so they called and said it was ready. Before that,
what did it end up being, by the way?
They replaced the spark plugs and maybe a filter or something, and then there was some stuff going on with the underneath, like I had him check the brakes and stuff, and he had some stuff that they had to fix there too. So, but there was no transmission.
No torque converter problem, huh?
No,
Mm.
no, and it was about half what they quoted me.
Yeah. Well, if you threw in brakes and everything, they always rip you off on brakes.
Mm.
Brakes
Yeah.
might, well, it depends on your vehicle, but brakes are probably one of the easiest maintenance jobs to do, and people avoid it.
Mm-hmm. I do too. I don't want to do that.
It's not that difficult.
I've done it before. I don't want to do it. So anyway, I took the wife. She dropped her car off to have it detailed because she's leaving on a trip this weekend. So she wanted it detailed. Drove her to work. Came back home. Finished work. Then took Nathan to get his car. Had lunch with her. Drove to get her car. Then drove home. I've been out and about and busy all day, man. I'm ready to sit down and just chill.
Where's Crystal going?
She's going to Kansas City to a crafting convention.
Okay.
They have she's going to classes all day Friday and all day Saturday. Her cousin's coming down on Saturday, and they're going to go to a bunch of classes and learn about crafting, all kinds of stuff. She was reading the classes off, but they're crazy. How to bend a cowboy hat with alcohol, or so, I don't know. It was crazy stuff. Like I was like, what the fuck are you going to learn? And then you had so she had to pay for the convention or whatever. And then each class that you go to, some of those have materials that you need. Oh, you got to have this and you got to have that. We're going to do this in class or whatever, So it's like that. And in a motel room. And then detail the car. And then now it's going to be, I need a little spending money while I'm up there, And it's just going to keep going, So I know where it's going. So, but anyway, she's going up there for Friday and Saturday. So Friday I get off. I'll have Friday and Saturday, just me and the doggos. I guess Mom probably be here too, but
I should take off work and come up here and hang out with you.
Well, you're more than welcome to. Just gonna be just me and the pups. Friday and Saturday. I imagine she'll be home late Saturday night, maybe even Sunday. So
I'd have to bring my PlayStation and hook up in like the living room and play upstairs while you're playing downstairs.
Cool. I got another monitor sitting right here. Matter of fact, another desk actually too. It's sit right here.
It might mess you up if you could see what I was doing and what you were doing.
No, I was when I was in Fort Wayne one time. I had 4 buddies, or I had 3 buddies. 4. I was the 4th one, and so we were going to squad up and play Fortnite. I had them all come over. Bring your device with you. I had 4 TVs set up. I had 4 recliners set up. Each one had a little table beside the recliner for their glasses or whatever they want to sit down. And we just gamed all night, or half the night anyway, until everybody's like, all right, I'm going home. It's 2:00 in the morning or something, but everybody straggled out of there. But dude, it was so much fun. We ordered pizza, and it was like being 13 again. It was great. It was a lot of fun. So
it wasn't no 13, I remember, because we didn't have no 4 TVs in my house.
No, I had to round them up. But yeah, everybody got a TV. And
I was thinking about the other day when Dad got his big screen TV.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I were at the house, and he got his big screen TV, and we were so pumped. We ended up watching movies on it all night. Dad didn't even get to watch anything.
Look how big that thing is.
Yeah, and now, dude,
it was like a 42 or something. We were like,
it was like a 42, and it had the big, like it was a monster.
Yeah. That was a great TV, man.
Well, we went from a 10-inch to a 42-inch, so it was like,
yeah. See, I'm not the only one. Yeah, dude, it's a blast, man. It was a blast, man. It really was. Yeah, Halo. I think we played some Warframe. We played Fortnite for a while. Played a little Warframe, I think. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. I played Apex last night for a while, and that was I love that game. That game is so fun.
Dude, I got into this Asphalt Unite. It's a racing game.
Yeah. You tell me about it.
I grip the controller way too hard. Way too hard. I've got to like
I know it.
consciously.
My right stick is my crouch.
Yeah.
Okay. When I get into a gunfight, almost every time I end up crouching without meaning to. You know what I mean? Because I'm like crouched down. You know, like but yeah.
Dang.
And then Chad gave me a hard time about not playing with him last night. So whatever.
A PS2 floppy disk. I mean, I was rocking the PS3. I didn't think anybody was behind me.
Oh man, you gotta get you a PS5, bro.
Yeah. I got a PS5 and I'm very happy with it. It is crazy. The graphic, everything on it.
Yeah. So you like that racing game, huh? You like that?
I like racing. I think there could probably I'd like to try to find something that maybe is some off-road or something. Like like this one is kind of like Madden. You collect cards, and after you get so many cards, then you get a blueprint of a new car, and then you have to blueprint the car out, and then you have to wait like till the next day before you get that car. And then when you get that car, then you got to upgrade that car with a bigger engine, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to race. I just want to get out there and race, man. Right now, I have I've been at it for 3 days now, and I've got a Nissan Lancer. I've got a BMW Roadster, and I've got one of the new Camaros.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it 2-player game or 1-player?
There is online playing.
So I could race you.
You could race me, but you have to win 20 races before it lets you play online against other people.
Oh wow. Have you won 20 races?
I have not won 20 races yet. I think I'm up to like 10 or something like that.
Dang, that's
some of them are tough, man. I raced one the other day 3 times before I finally won it.
So right now you're just playing the computer, you're not playing other people, live people?
Yeah. You have to get to 20 races before you can.
Dude, I bet it gets tough when you start having to race real dudes.
I think the reason they do it that way is because it gives you 20 races to stock some cars and build them up so that when you do get thrown in, this dude over here's got a Lamborghini and you don't, you got like a Datsun, that wouldn't be good. So
true. Very true.
So I think that's the reason they put a limit on it. But once you win 20 races, then they let you play online against other people. So I haven't made it there yet. And I might get to the online part and be like, I hate this. Everybody's beating me.
We got to play that Fall Guys sometime. We got to try that out. That looks super fun.
Yeah. I want to try that World War Z too, but I don't know.
I want to try that too. Matter of fact, I've looked at it. I've almost purchased it 3 times. I think I'm going to purchase it. What do you think about Warframe? Like, be honest, because I'll tell you what I feel after you go.
I feel like they don't give you enough. Like, so far, all we've been doing, like, we go somewhere and we protect something, or we go in and we collect, something or another. The one we did the other night when we got in and we were supposed to assassinate somebody. I don't even remember who we were. That one was pretty fun. The ones where you have to like hold waves off, those can get intense. But I feel like they need more, and it probably will. Maybe there'll be more missions, the further you get into the game or whatever. But right now the missions are kind of, I don't know, cheesy or whatever. Like I spent 2 days collecting glass so I could help some dude out that I've never seen before. You know what I mean? And I'm not big on the like mods and having to blueprint everything up but from what I can see, like that's a lot of the games now. A lot of the games are like you collect cards and you have to do this. And I just want to, I guess that's why everybody likes Fortnite so much, is because you just jump in and start shooting people.
Well, all the games are like what you're talking about. They have some kind of system where you can upgrade your guns or upgrade your skin or upgrade your whatever, and you collect these and you collect that, and it seems like all of them are that way now.
Well, Warframe, when you get into the mods and stuff like that, that stuff's confusing, man.
It is.
I need a tutorial on just what to do with all my mods and everything.
Yeah.
But then last night when we got the little thing that floats over our head and follows us around, that made it a lot easier.
It did. Yeah, it did. That helped a lot. I'm getting a little bit bored with it. I don't know why. It's just like
it's because it's the same thing over and over.
Yeah, I think so. It's just getting a little boring. I'm ready.
Not only that, but even some of the places you land, like you land on the other side of Earth, and when we land, I'm like, we've been here before. I've seen this place before. You know?
It's the same layout of the inside or something. Yeah.
It might be more fun if they had like a free roam where you could like go to the planet and just roam around and explore stuff and shoot things as they popped up. And I don't know. That's what I always thought was cool about Grand Theft Auto, was not the actual missions, but you can just roam around the city and find things to do and cars to steal and all kinds of stuff, you know?
Yeah. Well, I play the battle royals and stuff, but I always get into the ranked, which is more competitive, and I just like that for some reason. I don't know, but I am interested in that World War Z game. I would like to try that.
It looked pretty intense.
It does look intense, but that's why I want to play it. It looks pretty fun.
I think we need to go and do one of those waves things and do all 5 waves.
Yeah.
We always bail out of like wave number 3. Like, all right, I think we've had enough. Let's get out of here. I think we ought to stay and do, because the longer you stay, like when we did wave 3 the other night, like those guys were a lot harder to kill than the guys in wave 1. Wave 1, we were just annihilating them guys.
Yes, they were. They were harder to kill. For sure. I don't know. Yeah, Fallout's pretty cool.
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
Yeah, so it's like if a nuclear bomb went off, and after the bomb goes off and there's not much around, you got to kind of loot up stuff and watch out for things that have been, changed by the gases and stuff. And then I don't know exactly what all you got to do, but there's, you got to have like a little community and
we played one time, played it all the way till the end until we beat it. And I don't remember the name of it, but we snuck around and you had to sneak around in the shadows, and like you get a plastic bag and walk up behind somebody and throw the plastic bag over their head and kill them that way.
I remember that. What was that?
And you could hide in the shadows. Like you could step in the shadows and nobody could see you. And then you step out. You had to kill everybody secretly from behind. What was the name of that game? Played it forever. I'm surprised it didn't turn me into a mass murderer.
Here's just something too. There's certain games that if only one person has to own the game. Have you heard about this? Like if I own a certain game, I don't know if it's every game or just certain game. I don't know how this works. I need to look into this a little more. But if I own the game, you can still play with me somehow, even though you don't have the game and you don't have it downloaded. But I don't know how.
I just can't play the game when you're not playing it. No, it wasn't Max Payne. I played that one before. This was called.
That is a good one, though.
What was the name of that one?
What was I just trying to think of just a second ago?
Games that I can play but you own.
No. Oh yeah.
No, it starts out like you like get pulled into like it's got kind of an apocalyptic feel to it.
Mm.
And yeah, man, what was the name of that game? I'm gonna have to Google. I don't even know how to Google this. Riveting podcast right here.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems very complicated. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to read on this for a minute. It's take a while. I don't know. Anything else, man, before we get out of here? We went over already. We're long style here.
We didn't even have anything to talk about today.
I remember. Okay. How about this one? Look up. No, I think it's a PC only. Dang it. Do you like war games? Like being a soldier and you go out into the war and you got to find the enemy and kill them?
Manhunt. The name of it was Manhunt.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. That's a good one, man. That was a good one. Back in like 99, the fishing game was the shit. The fishing game was cool, man. I liked the fishing game. Did you ever play Dreamcast?
I guess I did. Is that the one that you held the thing?
Well, they had the Wii. They had the Dreamcast. I'd like to try some of that VR stuff.
I looked into it. My buddy plays it all the time, and he's like, "Man, once you go VR, you ain't going back." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Dude, this is addictive." I was like, "What?" He plays some game where I don't. He was telling me a little bit about it. He's like, "There's a bomb. You gotta go in here and defuse the bomb and like pick." I was like, "What?" That's crazy, bro.
I love the videos of people doing the VR and like they run into the cabinet or they fall down. I think those are hilarious.
I know. I asked him to play with me one night. He goes, "Oh man, I'm sore. I can't. I played too much VR last night." I was like, "What? He's sore?" Yeah, he's like, "I hit my hand on the counter." Like,
I think it's crazy that
that's crazy
that this is becoming popular when you actually have to get up and interact. Like, I always thought gaming was about sitting on your butt and doing stuff.
I'll tell you this. I watched some stuff on AI today, bro.
Yeah.
They got these AI agents, they call them. It's basically going to be like an administrative assistant on your phone that you will wear glasses. And basically, your phone's just going to be something you hold in your pocket all the time. Your messages will pop up on here. You'll be able to talk, make calls, do everything. All you do is wear these glasses. Everybody's going to be carrying around, wearing these glasses all the time.
You know what'd be handy is if you had face recognition. You know those people that walk up to you and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" and you can't remember who they are, and your glasses
probably
like
coming. It's probably coming.
This is Dan
You
Jacob.
can pretty much tell it to do anything. It was showing you some of the stuff it could do. It'd be like, make dinner plans with Jack and Diane sometime this week, and then stuff would pop up like they would check their AI, talk to their AI, which would check their calendar, see which days they were open. Then they would pop up some suggestions for dinner, like a couple of these different places. Oh yeah, that. Okay, cha-ching! You have dinner reservations on Thursday night at blah 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 with Jack and Diane, and they never talk to each other. It's like, what the freak, bro? That's how it's going to be, man. We're just going to have you're just going to tell your phone what you want, and it's going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, order me a couple pizzas from Domino's. What I normally get. Boop, 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 boop. Domino's gonna show up at your door.
Is it gonna make that noise?
Probably, it was probably just like that. Do 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 do. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy, and they're gonna automate so many jobs overnight, possibly.
Yeah,
Like,
Skynet is
crazy.
coming, man. Skynet is coming.
It is, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. This AI stuff is nuts. It's
Well,
scary,
I heard,
actually.
yeah, I heard China released one of their AI things, and
Mhm.
everybody thought that Chat GBT or whatever it is was like the greatest
Yeah.
thing ever, and then apparently China unleashed their AI,
Yeah, deep sick, deep
and
sick.
and they're worlds ahead of us apparently.
It's pretty cool. I got it. Of course, they tracking me or whatever they say.
Oh, I'm sure spyware, baby, spyware.
Yeah. But yeah, I got to try out because it's supposed to be powerful. I wanted to see what kind of images and stuff it would do.
Yeah, I don't
Just
know.
playing with it, just playing around with it. But
I
dude,
think-
it's a for real thing coming.
I think I'm like floppy disk over here. I think I've watched too many movies to where the machines rise up, or we end up back in the
They
Stone Age.
could. They totally could, man. If they get the inkling that we can do a better job than you,
Yeah.
what do we need you for? We're self-sustaining. Why would they need us? It's so crazy, man. It's gonna, you know what? This sounds absurd. And this may be 50 years, 100 years from now, or something like that. I bet you one day you're gonna be able to think what you want. It'll happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna pick up your brain pulses somehow. Somehow it's gonna know. I'm telling you, because like right now, can't the people that are mute or whatever, don't they have a thing that speaks on a computer for them?
I don't know. I'm amazed by the simple fact that I can put an earbud in my ear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to my music, and then you call me, and I go, hello? And you can hear me. I can hear you. There's no microphone down here by my mouth. Nothing like that. It's like, how is this even freaking possible?
Oh yeah, Westworld. I watched the first season of that.
Hey, if you want a good movie where the machines take over, there's a movie with Emilio Estevez. Emilio. And it's called Maximum Overdrive.
Oh gosh, that's an old one.
That's an old one, but it's like it's a Stephen King book that was made into a movie, and it's about machines rising up. And that's before we had any of this AI or anything.
Have you seen not the Oculus, whatever it's called, where they get the thing, the deaf people get the new implants from the ear?
Yeah.
You seen that? And they can hear stuff now?
Yeah, the cochlear implant.
That's insane.
Yeah, and those videos will make you cry.
Yes, they will.
Gosh. The girl
Yes,
hears her mama for the first time, and you're like, I miss my mama.
Those military people coming home will get you too, man. You can't watch those videos.
I tell you one that'll make you tear up a little bit, and it's so silly. Is you ever seen the people that are colorblind that get the glasses?
Yeah.
They can see color. Their reaction is so priceless. Like they tear up, they get emotional.
Yeah.
It's like
crazy.
this is what I've been missing out on my whole life.
Yeah, I know. It's that weird. That's wild how they can do that now. It's gonna get better and better too.
Come a long way since 1976. That's all I got to say.
That's for sure. Oh, the old record player.
I wish I would have kept my record player.
Didn't even have video games, man. They had a game.
I had probably 25, 30 records that were in really good shape. Now they'd probably be collector items.
Yeah, probably.
I had Prince's.
I don't know what they did with. I don't know what they did with Dad's records. He had a bunch of them.
I had Prince's Purple Rain.
Yeah, he had some Johnny Cash, and
you had like a Muppets one.
I did. I have the Muppets. I also had a Sesame Street disco.
I lost my cookie at the disco. I remember that.
I lost me cookie at the disco.
Oh man, we are
disco night. I lost my cookie at the DISCO.
I don't think 8 tracks are ever coming back in there.
Oh man.
But you never know. You never know. Hold on to them, man.
That's funny. Anyway, like always, if you're struggling out there with your mental health and you need some help or feel like you're going to hurt yourself or hurt someone, there is a national hotline that you can call, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, called 988. And they can get you some resources that you might need to get some help, whatever that might be.
Yeah.
Don't do life alone.
Don't do life alone. The world is crazy.
I thought you were going to say, the world is a vampire. Nah, 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 nah.
I ain't heard that one in a while. Oh, that's all I got tonight, man.
All right. Me too. All right. Enjoy your Wednesday.
You never did play the king cake commercial.
But we talked about it.
But Floppy Disk is working his butt off to get one of them king cakes.
Yeah, man. Hang in there, Floppy. I entered your name, bud. I entered you in.
We need to find a way to get Floppy a king cake.
Dude, I sent him a message, right? I sent him a message that said, all I said was, flea market floppy disk. That's all I said, right? Yeah. Like, because our last conversation was talking about people that had commented, right? He responded, "Did you grab me some?" I was like, "I'll grab you some what?" He was like, "Floppy disk." And I was like, "No." Yeah. So it was a funny moment there. Good name, bud. Like your name.
Yeah, I remember the floppy disk because when we had computer class, you had to put a floppy disk in to play Oregon Trail.
Oh my Lord. Oh man. All right, dude. Enjoy your Wednesday. Don't forget to take out your trash.
Oh, I'm about to go do that right now.
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for us. We really appreciate that, guys. And dude,
follow us on X or the Bleacher Pod, STFW. You can find us there on Facebook. Helps us out if you just go to YouTube and follow us directly. So do that.
Appreciate that. Yes. All right, man. Oh, one more comment. What do you say?
I actually did that today. Okay. I had a funeral go by and I saw everybody pulling over and I was like, why is everybody pulling over? And then I saw the procession line and I went ahead and pulled over. There were people that didn't. There were people that didn't.
Are still out there, bro. They're still alive.
But I couldn't help but think of Sheriff Buford T. Justice as the funeral procession was going by. I was like, this guy wouldn't have had so many friends. I'd have done been catching.
This guy's a real a-hole. All right, man. Enjoy your Wednesday, bro. Catch you later.
Peace.
Peace.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.